So, to whatever you say in chat, not including other commands. So by specifying a number of or set of dice to the end of the line, enclosed in square braces, the total number cannot exceed 100, for example. Yeah. All right, cool. How do you like share things in Google Docs? It's something I have to figure out now. That would be good to know. um, all right. Yeah, I should. I don't think I've ever shared something in Google Docs before. Share. Do I have anything like that would be unfortunate if I accidentally shared it? Like, is there anything that is there any like super secret here? Not really. So, hopefully I won't mess this up though. Hopefully I'll just do it correctly the first time. Share. Can edit. No, can view. I have to enter specific name. How do you just like? Oh, there we go. All right. Anyone with the link can comment, I guess. I don't necessarily want people to edit it, but I guess commenting. No, maybe just view. Yeah, no. If people have comments, they can give it to me through the through chat. All right, so here's the link to. Wow, that's quite a link. Hold on, let me make sure this. Let me know if this link doesn't work or something. Hopefully it works. So yeah, there you go. Anyone who feels like one day taking a stab at how to GM side quest, or at GMing side quests, that is the tip sheet. That is what you need to know. And I might need to change that at some point, so like if I change like how the commands work or whatever, I'll have to update that doc. So yeah, I don't know. Cool. I didn't really expect to do that today, but now it's done. I did. Oh, thank you. Thank you for checking. I there's always a the fun thing about streaming is that you can get feedback like that, but then the funny thing about streaming is that when you don't get feedback like that, you're left like as a streamer, like I'm always like in this weird place, like or is like because sometimes people will say like, oh, it totally works, or like, oh, it's totally broken or whatever, but then whenever it's just silence, like I'm always like, what's happening, I wonder. So thank you. Oh, I should restart the wow, you guys are good at backflipping. I should restart the script so that it stops saying Mary and starts saying huzzah. I think I might do that now. Oh, congratulations on leveling up, Creative 69er. Looks like you got one just recently. Not too recently, but relatively recently. Oh, Trusty Bard leveled up. Hold on, let me see this. Did it happen already? I might have missed it. Yeah, Trusty Bard. Wow, level 14. Trusty Bard. It's cranking through these levels. Alright, so, yeah, what's up now? What is next? Oh yeah, I was gonna restart the scripts. Alright, I'll do that. Alright, so save all this good stuff. And, oh wait, that was way too soon. Sometimes the script actually works if you restart it, if you don't wait very long before restarting it, but most of the time it just doesn't. So I'll just give that a minute. And then, all right, so what else? Oh yeah, events. All right, right. Okay, so these I copied over, so I don't need this anymore. And man, yeah. So bulk events, just all. Yeah, good job. Yeah, thank you. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, Zero. Yeah, I was. Let me know if you have like the if the I mean, there's some things that I can change. So like, I mean, it'll probably become more clear like once you use the stuff too. But I am interested to hear like what's your perspective, because like I'm probably like taking a lot of this stuff for granted because it all makes perfect sense to me. So if I've forgotten to explain something, I might have accidentally assumed something was obvious. But if something's not obvious, like yeah, especially like once you've had a chance to like use the commands, like yeah, hope yeah, if I can of course add to the. I don't want to make the instructions too long, but I do want to make them as long as they need to be. So yeah, if they need to be longer, or if if you just need any points of clarification, I'm always here to ask, right? Because if the stream's up, I'm here most of the time, except for a few small breaks here and there. All right, there's this little thing that's like been looking at me the whole time. Okay, sorry, I just have to look at that real quick. There's just that red dot there, and I'm like, must click dot. All right. So this weekend, I get to work all weekend. Yay! I've been pretty busy lately, so I have forfeit all of my test command thing. Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to take her for a spin, I can as soon as I restart the script, I can give you the crown Zero. And you're welcome to just like play around with it. I mean, as you know, like the game is running live right now, so as you play around with it, like it will be the actual game running. So, but I mean, like one of the things I changed setting up the GM commands is that. Ooh, wait, let me see if I was about to say it'd be pretty hard to screw up, but not, as soon as I say that, like, is there something you could screw up? Well, and I don't mean you, but I mean, is there something that could get screwed up with the current GM commands? Just in case, I'm going to take a quick backup of all the players' data, not because I think like, I mean, I really don't think there's anything that that could go wrong, but just like on the off chance that something. Like just on the just if just there's just like the last precaution. So okay, yeah, whenever you're ready, we can fire it up. All right, so replace files at the destination. Yeah, it oh. No, okay. Wait, hold on. I think I made it so that GMs gain experience. Because that's yeah, no, I think I did that. Yeah, I must have. Right? Hold on, let me double check. If GM active. No, this is not. No, this is okay, if GM active, add experience. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so GMs get experience. 4 events. But not like in an exploitable way. So yeah, so I wanted to check that because yeah, it's like I don't know, people, especially people who are like good GMs, like they deserve to be rewarded, of course. And so I think you get slightly more experience for being a GM than just by playing, but it's not like exploitable. It's not like if you just spam events, you'll get tons of experience or anything like that. It's still you're still limited by the amount of experience that exists in the game, because that's all measured out. But yeah. Well, okay. So I promised Zero the debut shot at GMing, but yeah. I mean, once we have the tools working, and hypothetically they're not working, uh, although I wouldn't be surprised if like we find like a bug or two down the line. Um, yeah, then anyone who feels like taking a shot is welcomed. This is cool. It's funny, like we only added these tools in relatively recently because actually Zero brought it up recently. But like way back in the day, like this was something that I'd thought of, and I don't know, I just hadn't thought of it in the longest time. Like literally, like I'm talking like back at the start of the project. Like, I mean, admittedly, this project only started like in October, but it was a long time. It feels like a long time ago now. All right, so uh, all right, maybe. Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna say maybe not because I don't plan on streaming forever and a day. But I'll be on at least a little while longer, so it could happen. Okay, so you arrive at a creepy abandoned castle teeming with supernatural presence. Will you commune with the spirits, perform an exorcism, or cower in fear? So the first outcome is the failure case. Um, the spirits. Uh, so vengeful poltergeist. Uh, Crash. Uh, 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 what do poltergeists do? They like throw stuff, right? Crash. Uh, 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 Vengeful poltergeists torment uh, uh, all trespassers. Vengeful poltergeist torment all trespassers. Uh, 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 do poltergeists are the ones that just throw stuff around. Vengeful poltergeist torment or vengeful poltergeist crash. Vengeful poltergeist, they're the ones that throw stuff around, so they topple. No. Vengeful poltergeists. The castle. I'm trying to think of like what poltergeist would do in a castle. Like there's furniture, I guess, but like furniture sounds dumb. I can't just say like furniture. I mean, I could, but like it sounds slightly dumb. Oh, 10 minutes. Yeah, that's probably doable. I'll probably be on in 10 minutes for the next 10 minutes. I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. I mean, I'm telling myself I have to write tons of events. And yeah, here I am, like stuck on a single word. So I don't know I don't know how many I'm actually gonna write, but I'm supposed to write a lot hypothetically. All right, vengeful poltergeist. Uh, I'm just trying to like verb these things. They do something. Banshees. Whale. Deafeningly. Banshees. Unleash a deafening whale. Vengeful poltergeists. Crash and clatter. I can't think of a noun just for like general things you find in a castle, other than like furniture, which just sounds dumb. It just sounds super dumb. Furniture. uh, 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 so what is it literally? I mean, I guess I can't even picture like what's in an abandoned castle exactly. It's like it's more like detritus than anything. Uh, and like yeah, so maybe it's like more broken down. Maybe it's more like sorry, I'm like basically toning out of chat right now. I apologize. It's because I'm asking myself rhetorical questions, which is confusing because it sounds like I'm asking chat questions probably, or it sounds like I'm just asking questions. But because I'm asking rhetorical questions, I'm going to I will check chat shortly. I just my brains. um uh what does detritus even mean? Because I basically just need a synonym for it. I think maybe it's not what think it means though. Yeah, waste or debris. Debris. Uh, vengeful poltergeists crash and clatter. Uh, uh, debris. If I said detritus and debris, that'd be redundant. I need like I need the flotsam to debris jetsam. Uh, detritus, debris. I guess furniture is fine. Furniture and debris. I don't care. Whatever. Furniture and debris. Alright, what was objects and their destiny. Yeah. Yeah. You guys get it. And yeah, so the reason I tune out of chat when I'm working on this stuff is because I can't take suggestions, so or like I don't know, this is a personal project, so it's long story short, because I'm working on it independently, I like can't really like I have two options. I could either start taking exception I could start taking suggestions and it's no longer a personal project, but at that point I probably just wouldn't care about it very much. And I probably wouldn't even work on it. So no, because I'm working on it independently, I can't take suggestions, and so I just kind of have to zone out because I know when I'm asking rhetorical questions, I couldn't really expect you guys not to be like chatting and doing stuff like that, but yeah, just because it's like incompatible. Oh, the script is still down. I forgot to rerun the script. Yeah, just because it's like because I'm not in a situation where I can take suggestions. It's just easier for me to. It's just better. I'm pretty sure it's just better for me to avoid them altogether. All right, so that's the case where. So the fail condition is when you don't. When the exorcism is unsuccessful, and so is the communion. So the next case is the one where the communion is successful. So the so the spirits like you commune with spirits. What happens when you commune successfully with spirits? You Again, I'm probably zoning out of chat for a little while. But what happens when you commune with spirits? You I think it's like, I think you like talk to the dead, right? That's like the point of communing with spirits, I think. So I guess the 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 ghosts the it's an abandoned castle, right? So I don't like I don't like using the same word a ton of times. I should probably just get over that. This is probably what's taking me so long to write these but I'm like, what's another way to say castle? Hold, fortress, manor. That's what I was gonna say, but I wasn't sure if that would be the ghost of the manor. Uh, I don't. It's like the ghosts of the manor do what? I should probably have more than one of these going at a time, because like a lot of time, like if I don't think about something, I'll come up with the answer faster than if I think about it, or like not even necessarily faster, but it'll feel faster because I didn't spend all my time just sitting there thinking. So like, I don't know, what's another example of an event? I came up with this one really quick when I just had to write an example of an event for the How to GM side quest. All right, so excuse me. Yeah, I should probably like not worry about like the formatting, like getting the formatting perfectly correct at first. I should probably just come up with adventures or like events, and then like then go back and it might take me a little while to come up with the stuff because apparently it does, but I can do that after, I guess. So like, what are other events? So like so creepy abandoned castle. How about like a cave full of ogres, and they demand uh, uh, something. This is going great. This is going just great. So there's a cave full of ogres. What are the event types? The events are... They could be a random outcome. I don't have very many random events, so like... Ogres are kind of random. Or unpredictable. So the ogres... So what's random about the outcome? Or actually, wait, hold on. So you, so a cave full of ogres demand. So there's a cave full of ogres. They demand something, but you can't understand their language. And then you can. So like, what do you try? And then it'll be event type 0, because like, I don't know, there's a correct answer, but like, who knows what it is. It's kind of a gamble. You just kind of have to guess based on well, guessing. All right, so there's so what else? So how about like, oh man, so for the automated system, like I tend to try and avoid anything that's like too specific a setting because excuse me, maybe I shouldn't care about that. Like the thing about the visuals in the game is that like you're just like always marching through like whatever, like where are we now? We're in like a cave, right? And so like anything that would make sense for a cave setting would totally make sense right now. And like anything that's not really in a cave setting doesn't make as much sense right now. But now that I think about it, like the GM's not going to have control over like the settings anyway, so I should probably just like not worry about the extent to which the background is particularly pertinent to the current state of affairs. Uh, yeah. Um. Oh. Huh. I could. Hmm. It. Yeah. No, it was just occurring to me zero. Like, if I wanted to, I could give the GM the ability to. What? Oh, some stupid advertisement was was playing in some tab in the background. I was like, what? What on earth is that? All right. No, yeah. I was just gonna say, like, I could give the GM the capacity to change environments, but the thing about that is, it takes a while to change environments, right? Because the transitions scroll very slowly, and like they don't even like the transitions. The transitions don't even happen very immediately. Like, so like you queue up a transition, and it takes like, I think it takes like probably like 5 minutes before you even like, I don't know. Like it can take a while before the transitions even happen. So I don't know. And then like, and even then like, you can only transition. You can only make valid transitions. You can't make invalid transitions. And if like the transition has already started, then like you can't change the transition. And like, I don't know. Like it'd be nice if that worked out great, but yeah, I don't know. I was just like thinking like, oh, you could discover like an underwater city or something like that. But like for a lot of the backgrounds, like discovering an underwater city doesn't really make sense. But maybe I don't care about that. I mean, I already have the pirate ship. Like you can have a pirate ship in a cave, so like whatever. It's just like use your imagination. The transitions aren't always the same. Well, like okay, wait. Here we can look at the transition map for a second. Uh, so right now we have right now we have the mountain, we have the cave, we have the river, we have the forest, and we have the snow. So the forest can transition to mountains. That one's always the same. Mountains can go either to cave or to snow. Cave can go either to river or to forest. Snow goes to river. River goes to forest. Yeah. So like these question marks over here are the next ones that I would add in. Um, uh, so like the next background I plan to add in will connect from river to snow. So it'll kind of go like in the opposite direction because like most of them are kind of like spinning in like a clockwise manner. So like this is kind of going like a it had like a little another counterclockwise loop. So yeah, like if I hey event time. If I what was I gonna say? Yeah, if I gave the GM the capacity to change backgrounds, it would be so slow. It'd be really grueling. And then even then, you'd like I'd have to give them the map too, so that because like if they wanted to get to the cave, they would have to let's say they wanted to get to the cave, but they were at the river. They would have to queue up the forest, then they'd have to queue up the mountain, and then they have to queue up the cave, and that would take forever. Because like we mentioned, like all of these transitions like kind of take forever. So I mean, I could give the GM like a command to just teleport, hypothetically. Hmm. I could give the GM the command to teleport, kind of. And when I say teleport, I just mean like change the backdrop without having to worry about transitions. Huh. But and that's a little gnarly because like so if I give the GM the command to teleport, then I mean like I don't know. I mean I guess what I'd really want to be doing is giving the GM the command to control the backdrop. And if like so like if the GM wants to go to the cave, for example, do they want to go to the cave or do they want to stay in the cave like forever? Like I don't know. I mean these are all chat commands too, right? So like it could get kind of like messy if like if like the GM has to specify like well no I mean I guess you could there are plenty of ways that you could like integrate that cleanly into chat like the GM could just like say it in like a more descriptive way like they could say like you find yourself in a cave and put like cave in braces and that way it would stay that way but then like yeah but then like the part about whether to whether to whether to expect a transition from the cave to another background or like to another setting or to just stay in the cave forever. I'm trying to think if there's like a convenient way to do that. I mean like it's a command, right? So the command is like basically like stay or like basically like there'd be a command to like lock in like a specific environment. Yeah, so the commands that they would want one to teleport, right? And that's like just to set the environment. One to lock the environment or well okay so no there's a number of commands. Okay, so one to teleport, one to lock the environment so that it doesn't change, one to unlock the environment so that it can change freely, and one to specify the next transition. I guess that last one might not be necessary because like the last one is the one that really requires the map and that yeah so maybe skip the last one. So yeah basically I just need 3 new commands: a teleport command, a command to a teleport command, a command to freeze and to unfreeze the travels. I guess that's easy enough. Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh sorry. I was zoned out of chat for a second there. Hey, Mr. Earlier, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna crown Zero Maverick. First GM in the history of side quests, not including myself. If you consider me a GM, which that would be very generous if you did. Blammo. It's the real deal. It's happening. Yeah, I'm not gonna add those commands that I'm not gonna add the I'm not gonna like do the commands right now, but I will add a card to remind myself to do these commands. So GM command or so GM environment commands. Teleport, lock, or yeah, teleport, lock, and unlock. Oops, I don't need another one. Yeah, it's weird, like game mastery. I feel like personally, like whenever I like sit down to like be game master, I'm always like, I'm always a bit stymied, which is why I don't do it as often. Like it's a similar situation as to when I'm like writing events. So yeah, I imagine it'll take some getting used to. So no pressure, Zero. Like feel free to just like try stuff, right? Like just like see if you get the like just to get a feel for the commands, right? All right, there we go. All right, well, all right, so that's fine. I think I can conclude events manually. Yeah, because I think it's so like yeah, what there's technically an event. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I thought I was filtering for I thought I was filtering to make sure that the events have at least 2 actions, but maybe I wasn't. Maybe I forgot to do that. Let me look at that part. Anything to distract me from writing events right now. Because I like distracting myself from that. I go to great lengths to distract myself from that. So yeah, where is that? Where is that section? Uh, uh, so, doop, I think no. Okay, yeah, I'm on the right part. All right, so hark. Yeah. All right. So action in new ev.actions. Print action. Yeah, no, I guess I just never added the part where we actually check to see if there are actions. But yeah, I think I did want to set the minimum at 2, because having the minimum at 1 is like kind of exploitable. It's not like the worst thing in the world, but it is a little exploitable. So yeah, I'll set the minimum to 2. So for li in enumerate research, you have actions equals li. All right, so yeah, we only have to do this if hey there you go. Hold on. You arrive at an abandoned mine, and there are pickaxes to your left, and a further cave entrance to your right. I'm gonna mine. Give that a shot. And I assume the graphics are showing up, alright? Yeah, left and mine. Alright. Alright, alright, so, oh yeah, so if the length of research is greater than or equal to 2, greater than or equal to 2, then we'll do all this stuff. And so then yeah, I should put in something for when yeah, oh yeah, so to end the event, to end the event will conclude when you use the magic word, and specifically like when you end a sentence with or like when you end a line with the magic word. So hold on, let's see the let me just call up the how to GM. So like yeah, so the event types are random, jagged, decided, popular, even, and short. So so yeah, in the example, like so this is like the example of how you would set the event to be decided. Like decided is the type of event where you're supposed to like where like the entire group is supposed to like pick one, like when it's better to pick one. Popular is kind of like decided. Popular is when you when it's better for more people to choose the same thing, but you don't have to pick just one. Like you could like if there were 5 different actions, like you could pick the 2 most popular actions, and that would still work out pretty okay. Even and short are kind of the opposite. Even and short are the event types where you want to you want people to diversify as much as possible. So like in like even like an example of even is like the when the goblins are burning down the village. Because when the goblins are burning down the village, you need people to chase the goblins away, and you need people to put out the fires. So that's event type even. And short is like even, except it's not that you have to do both things. It's that you can't all do the same thing. Short is an example of short is like the Hall of Treasures, because if you can't all take the gold and you can't all take the relics, but if half of you take the gold and half of you take the relics, then everyone wins. um, so yeah, so oh yeah, right. So then the technical execution of how to specify it is just to like put it in braces at the end of what you say. So like you could say so like hypothetically if the so let's say this is event type. Oh yeah, there's also sorry, random and jagged are both random. The difference between random and jagged is if random, only one of them is the correct answer, or like only one of them can succeed, and exactly one of them will succeed. There's always in random there's always one perfect. Whereas in jagged it's just like, you know, it's like whatever. It's like up in the air kind of. It's like you can kind of like they might all turn out perfect, they might all not turn out perfect, they might all be nice, like some of them might be, yeah, so that sort of thing. So yeah, so if this was like so if this was event type I don't know, like let's say decided. Uh yeah, sorry. So yeah, just for just for example, if it was decided, you could say like so some of the time, this is kind of, sorry, this is a side tangent, but like some of the time it'll be really obvious to you like what is going to be the outcome, because like look at it, like right now chat, it's all on screen, like chat isn't moving very fast, so you can actually look and you can see like now 2 people have chosen left and 2 people have chosen mine. So you can actually know like what the outcome is actually going to be at this point. And what you can do with that is like you could start to say the outcome up front. Like let's say it is decided, right? Lauren picked mine and I picked mine. We're 2 of the highest influence players in the game right now. So you can already know mine is going to win. Like mine is going to be the first result. So let's say if it's decided and mine is like, so you could actually like, the reason that I like you can put any amount of text before the command to end the event is that like you can get descriptive with it. So for example, you could say like, if you know that, so like the heavy hitters are choosing mine, and like let's say this was a decided event, then that would indicate that like essentially the decision has been made, or like this, you know, the decision has kind of been made towards mine. I mean, like 2 people did choose left, so it wasn't like a unanimous decision or anything. So actually, by the rules of the event, oh yeah, that's the fun thing about this game, is that the GM doesn't actually choose the correct answer. There's no, I've specifically avoided making that event type. You can of course craft the story, but like no one's ever wrong in this game, which is kind of fun. I did that intentionally. I did that very intentionally. So yeah, so whenever you need to tell part of the story, you can tell that part of the story, but that's separate from the event system. That's like part of why I added the dice rolling, because like if you just need to decide something like external, then okay. Yeah, if you need to decide something like outside the event system, then you can like roll dice to do that. But yeah, so perfect left. Good job to creative and MSG. Oh no. Yeah. So I guess that one worked out. That one worked out all right. 0. 'Cause I think it's running out of the a collapsing door does sound like the pretty perfect perfect action to take in that situation. Um, yeah. So yeah, so the reason that even though left came out perfect, the reason that mine was listed first was because of the influence thing. Like I was saying before, Lauren and I have a lot of influence. Lauren has a lot of influence because Lauren plays a lot. I have a lot of influence just because I'm always here. Like whenever the game is running, I'm here, and so I'm just slowly, gradually accumulating points. I actually never participate in events unless I'm testing stuff, which I counted this as testing stuff because this is like the debut of the GM system. So, uh, all right. Oh yeah. I was gonna. All right. So, yeah. Right now, there are a few cases where commands can fail, and Trusty Bard doesn't even uh, uh, Trusty Bard doesn't even he's like just completely silent, which is weird. I think it's probably better if sorry, I just had like a brain absence for a moment there. But um okay, so I'm gonna put in an else case, and in the else case, I think Trusty all that's gonna happen in the else case is Trusty Bard is going to point out that he's just gonna say something um like he's basically gonna ask for clarification. So like say q dot append pardon uh uh what actions what actions oh no, you shouldn't use the action tags, because if Trusty Bard uses the action tags, then that would just be confusing for the players. So how does Trusty Bard instruct wait, what? That one didn't activate for some reason. Why did that not activate? Oh. Oh, I think oh, that's interesting. I think it's because you put the I think it's because you tried to put the I think it's because you have like the random tag at the end. Yeah, no, I think it's because you put the random tag at the end. I think. I think it got filtered into the wrong like route. And I think it's actually trying to read that as a dice roll. Because if you end with square braces, it tries to read that as a dice roll. So yeah, like I was saying, some of the errors like they're not descriptive right now. And so I can like that's actually literally what I'm doing right now. But yeah, just don't use the square braces because they're the square braces at the end. It doesn't even bother to check whether this could be an event. Because it just sees that yeah, there you go. Pardon. What actions would you suggest? So this is in the case where this is in the case where they're not sufficient. There's, I mean, I could allow the case where there's only one action tag, but like, nah, I'm just gonna be, I'm just gonna, uh, I'm just not going to. Okay, so pardon plus, and I'll use the GM. Like for the error messages, I should be using the GM's name, I think, because That way it'll be easier for the like, you know, it'll highlight their name, so it'll be easier for them to see when Trusty Bard is addressing them. So pardon, GM whatever. What actions would you suggest? And so, I mean, one thing you can do here is like if this error ever occurs, what you can do is you can actually maybe we no yeah we should just show the display name either way. Uh, should we? Maybe we should reserve the display name only for like errors. No, no, I think you want to see. I think we want to highlight Trusty Bard's response regardless of what his response is. Um, Yeah, so the thing you can do, like if you get if like hypothetically if like for a typo or for whatever reason, if this error comes up, like what you can do is like you have the whole thing you just wrote right there. So like, you know, you can just reply to like when Trusty Bard says what actions we suggest, you can basically just reply by saying like you know, like hark like dig like eat, or I don't know, whatever your options are. But like that's like a legit command technically. And since you already like since chances are in this case you've already gone through the the steps of typing out like whatever, this is the bulk of the story, like this is yeah. I mean, like, this isn't going to be a very descriptive event if you just do this on its own, but this is technically valid. So, like, yeah. All right. Oh, so I should probably specify in the. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, so and include at least 2 action tags. All right. I should probably put this in quotes or something. Nah, whatever. It's fine how it is. All right. So. Cool. Yeah. So if you ever need to, so if you want to give up the crown without leaving, like if you're just going AFK or whatever, and like you plan on coming back or something, oh yeah, I didn't specify it in the document yet, but like the yeah, I'll just do that real quick. So if you if you ever need to give up the crown, you can do that by you can do that by saying super quit, just the word super quit, all one word, no hyphen or anything. Yeah. um, and yeah, then but also if you're leaving, like if you're leaving for real, you can always just leave because once you leave, Trusty Bard will notice, and Trusty Bard will let people know that, you know, we're back to the normal whatever. All right. But I super quit, like I only I never can. There we go. Oh, interesting. I never well, so for one thing, you guys are really good at backflips, and that's like just really obvious and apparent. Like that's become he wasn't happy that you quit. He was happy that you served so well as you were as oh no, yeah, the huzzah thing. That's actually something I just realized is I'm setting the regular event timer correctly when the GM like relinquishes, but if I just realized I'm not actually setting that correctly. So like basically what happened there is that it had been time for a growth whatever while you were GM, but Trusty Bard was waiting because he doesn't do that like while you're GM. And so what I need to do is I need to make it so that when you sign off as GM, there's at least a brief delay between that because yeah, that's not that's not normal. That's not intended. All right, so yeah, let me just Yeah, so this last command is how to uh, uh, take a break from, or how to stop being GM. Uh, uh, you can uh, if you leave the channel, or you can choose to stop being GM at any time by saying in chat, by saying just the word. I chose super quick because I couldn't think of like the correct commands for giving up the command. Oh yeah, see you again soon, Zero. Thank you for trying out the GM, and like Trusty Bard said, thank you for your noble service. Have a good one. Okay, so yeah, I chose the word super quit because I couldn't think of like a better word, and I wanted it to make sure it was something that something people wouldn't accidentally say by accident. Like the word quit, someone might actually say that by accident, and I didn't want to take away their GM status just because of that. But super quit, not gonna get said super often. So you can choose to stop being GM. So I should update this like now, but like at some point definitely. You can stop being GM at any time by saying the word super quit. If you have to, yeah, you can choose to stop being GM at any time by saying just the word super quit. I could explain the other stuff. Oh yeah. Wait, yeah. Okay, so if you take a break longer than was it like 15 minutes, I think. If you take a break, or if you take a break longer than 15, I think it's 15 minutes. Pretty sure. I can double check. Oh yeah, and I should do the thing about stuff. GM AFK duration. Oh no, 12 minutes. Yeah. If you take a break longer than 12 minutes, the game will automatically switch back to you can choose to stop being GM. Yeah, so if you take a break longer than 12 minutes, the game will just automatically switch back to Trusty Bard as yeah, no, just switch back to Trusty Bard. All right. If you yeah, no, that's fine. All right. Yes. That's all that you needs to be explained. There's also the nudging thing, but the nudging thing is pretty self-explanatory. So I'll just let GMs figure that out on their own. All right. Alright, so that's good. And then when I add in commands to change the environment, I can put those in as well. Yes, okay. Alright, yeah, so the oh yeah, wait. So before I forget, I need to what is it? The growth time. I need to be adjusting this like I do the event time. And where does that happen? So growth time, yeah, event time. So there are a few places that we edit this. Delay events. Yeah, no, that's not. It's not relevant. So that's when we're, yeah. So when we're initializing GM, yeah. Here's where we. Growth time. So actually, yeah. So if growth time is less than frame time plus 60, then growth time equals frame time plus 60. So the first event, if one of these growth whatevers is overdue, then it'll happen 60 seconds later. Or if it would happen in the next 60 seconds. It'll happen 60 seconds after the GM relinquishes their crown, I guess. And there are a few situations where this will be relevant. Because this is, these are the other situations where the GM disappears for whatever reason. Oh, and actually, I guess I don't really have to do it here. Oh, no, I do still have to do it. Yeah, no, I do. Okay. Alright. So, I think there... Was that all of them? That might be all of them. Because there are other places that I check. Oh, wait, okay, wait. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, yeah, this is the last one. Okay, this is the last one. Alright. Is that the last one? Are there any others? I feel like that should... What? Oh, no. Okay, I lied. This is the last one. Nah. I should stop saying that. Because it's clearly... Clearly I've lost all track of how many of these there actually are. Are you serious? Cripes, there are a lot of these. I should stop inserting that extra space because it's not necessary. Alright, alright. One more? No? I think that might have been the last one. That one was the actual last one. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. We had a good run. Okay, so, I don't know if I feel like writing quests today. I think I'm not going to get to the more events. Which is funny, because it was like the only thing I had to do today. And then I just... I don't know. I just did other stuff instead, I guess. And then tomorrow, I'm probably going to do the environment commands first, actually. I regret nothing. What did I do? GM initiated passive bonuses, 3 adventures, more passive bonuses. Huh. I feel like I should have accomplished more than that. I think I can tell how long the stream delay is by when people reply to an event. Because like I tend to see, like I like tend to keep an eye on chat just in case people are talking to me, and so I tend to see when the events start. And plus I also hear it because I don't have stream delay, so I hear the noise immediately. And then there's always like there's very often like a quick break between when that happens and when people actually start replying to the event, and I think that's probably due to the audio event, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but as my guess as to why the action tends to pick up all of a sudden. um, all right, so oh yeah, I was gonna change super quit. I guess super quit's fine for now. Whatever. It's not very ceremonious, but no, I should look up more funny archaic words. Oh, I should use one of those archaic words that express regret that there are so many of, right? Alack. um yeah. Because there's so many of these. Oh, how did I miss this one earlier? Gramercy? I mean, I don't like it, but whatever. Uh, Lackaday. Quatha. Well away. I don't think. I don't think well away. I don't think we're at much risk of accidentally saying well away. Good job, everyone. You showed those kidnappers what's what. So yeah, I'm probably going to change it to like a lack or something. So yeah, we're super quit. So yeah, so yeah, a lack, I guess. Sure. So you can stop being GM at any time by starting a line with the word alack, including the exclamation point. For example, I can type. I can totally type, I swear. For example, alack, I have to do laundry now. And I actually have to do laundry. This is a true story. Alright. Italicise that. I probably should bold these just so that it's clear at a glance. Hark. Huzzah. Yeah, there's not really anything to bold here. Yeah. Whatever. I have to go do laundry now. I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah. Actually, I guess I should probably mention here, everyone can play, no killing or otherwise incapacitating players. Yeah, so one of the things that, like, I should probably, like, it's not really a rule per se. Like, it's not like a rule that needs to be enforced or anything. Oh, alright. Sorry, yeah, I was just reading chat. Yeah, alright. Yeah, for me personally, like, I sometimes just don't watch chat when I'm when I'm watching a stream. I'll watch in full screen, and then, like, if I want to say something in chat, I'll minimize it and then say something and then maximize it again. Because I'm not actually, like, believe it or not, I'm not actually that chatty, despite the fact that I spend 8 hours a day talking to the internet. So yeah, no, when I'm in that mode, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably use the visual cues and the audio effects if I was gonna play side quest. Oh my gosh, I'll just never play side quest, right? Because like side quest only happens when I'm streaming, and I don't play games when I'm streaming. Huh? Interesting. Uh, um, yeah, yeah. It just it seemed sensible. I Yeah, I definitely don't like, so I wouldn't use the same noise, but I was thinking of adding in a noise for the passive bonuses, but I'm also thinking like maybe not. Like I think like just having that one sound effect is like correct. I think that's good. Cuz like if I load it up with sound effects, for one thing, like we hear a lot more sounds, like, and it'd just be like noisier in general. But like that's the important one, right? Like the events are the crux of the entire game. So I think like yeah. Uh, yeah, the game didn't always have sound, but I think that was the right decision to put it like there, and I think that's right. You can still listen to music if you want to listen to music, and it's a pretty distinct sound. Like I have another sound that I use for when I get a new follower, but I don't know. I hope they're like different enough. All right, so cool. So now we have like a word for super quit and stuff. Uh, there weren't any other references to super quit, were there? No. Okay. Uh, oh yeah. So I was putting in error messages. Right. So now we have an error message for if we have an error message for if you don't have enough action tags. So what else do we need? I guess I could add in a I kind of have an error for asterisk. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. No, I mentioned the maximum of 100 in in the thing about rolling dice. The total number cannot exceed 100. Yeah. All right. So I mean, I could make the dice smarter in how it like recalculates the maximum, but how would I even do that if I wanted to? I think like because like if you right now if you exceed the maximum dice roll, it just rolls up to 100, but it just does a flat like 0 to 100, like, or 1 to 100. It doesn't actually it doesn't actually excuse me. It doesn't actually keep into account like the fact that you might have been going for like a different distribution curve. So like if you roll like 10d20 or something like that, like that's maximum of 200. So instead it would just roll 1 to 100. But like 10d20 is going to have a very different curve than just like a flat 1 to 100. So I mean what I could do is like keep the number of dice to the extent possible. Like keep the number of dice unless the number of dice is greater than 50. Because like neither of the numbers can be, or no, the sides of the dice have to be a minimum of 2. There's no such thing as a one-sided die. Or if anyone can show me a one-sided die. No, actually I guess a one-sided die would be a sphere, right? Um, and you can't roll a sphere. I mean, you can roll a sphere. You can only roll a sphere. You can. It never actually resolves to a side per se. So yeah, I guess I could just say, yeah. I mean, that's not too hard. It's basically just first I just have to check the number of dice. If the number of dice is greater than 50, I bring it down to 50. And then chances are wait, let me think about this. The number of dice is the operative factor there. The number of sides on the dice is just about scale. Like the number of dice is what determines the curve. The number of sides just determines like the scale and granularity of the curve. So as long as I'm doing as much as I can to respect the number of dice, then it doesn't really matter. Like even if I'm just using two-sided dice, like that's actually fine. Uh, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's easy enough. Okay. Um, all right. So yeah, right. Okay. So roll split equals blah blah blah. If the length of roll split equals 2, excuse me, sorry, 1 second. Uh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna turn off the microphone for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. All right. Yeah. All right. So this is the case where we're split. We're rolling for hey event time. This is the case where we're rolling for rolling a number of dice. So dice num equals maximum 1. Yeah. So there has to be at least 1 die. You can't roll 0. And you can't roll negative dice. Uh, so I also need to take the minimum of this value and excuse me 50. So whichever is bigger between 1 and the number that we get, and whichever is smaller between the number that we get and 50. Uh, so so dice sides. Okay, so yeah, now dice sides. So yeah. Okay, yes. Oh, so here we go. So if maximum is greater than 100, then wait, for I in range dice num? Oh no, yeah, no. If maximum is less than 100, right? Okay, okay. Else. Okay, yeah. This is where we do this stuff. All right. Yeah. If the maximum is greater than 100, then what we have to do is say that dice sides equals the integer floor math.floor of 100 as a float divided by dice num. So for example, if there are 50 dice, then it'll be 2. If there are 49 dice, then it'll still be 2, because we have to round down. Because if we just rounded, then if there were like 30 something dice, then it might round up, and then it might like, if there were like 38 dice, then it might round down to like 3-sided dice, or like round up to 3-sided dice, in which case there would actually be more than, it would exceed 100 again. So that's why I have to do math.floor. Math.floor is just round down. And then once that's the case, we can oh yeah, so then in either case we can do this. So maximum, oh yeah, and we have to reset what maximum is, because we have to oops, shift tab. So yeah, so now we do this in either case. Yeah, so maximum equals the new dice sides. Basically just have to calculate maximum again. Dice num times dice sides. Because now it's not going to be more than 100, but it could be less than 100. Because like 49 times 2 is only 98, right? So yeah. All right, and cool. All right, so that's fixed. That wasn't very hard at all. If Oh, whoops, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, okay, so actually we don't even need the case that, this doesn't even need to be an if-else case. We only need to handle the one case of if maximum is greater than 100, because otherwise we're all set, and we can just continue on our merry way. Alright, cool. Excuse me. So, like, if you needed a curve, like, more granular than, like, 50 dice, then, like, go away. No. 50 coin flips is plenty curvaceousness, I feel. Like, that's some curvefulness. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so save that. And, yeah, errors. I was putting in more error messages. So I guess, like, I should put in an error if, like, if, right, so this is, the whole dice rolling thing is just if the last word opens with a brace and closes with a brace. Like, opens with a, yeah. So, I mean, I could just filter for this last. Because what we were seeing before with Zero Maverick is, like, the error that he hit is that he put the, because I'm using the square braces for both, I could just use different braces. Instead of using square braces for both of them, I could just use, for dice rolling, I could just use, like, curly braces or something. I don't know. Hmm. um, all right, so, sorry, I'm just, I, I was just, it just occurred to me, I think I missed one of the events that Zero Maverick had hosted, and I was scrolling back up to read it. Okay. Yeah, it was good. I'd been distracted at the time, but right. Didn't want to miss out on the fun. So, so I could just put in an error in the case that, um, I could just, hmm. Just trying to think. Maybe I should just. Yeah, no, maybe I should just. Hey, congratulations, Lauren! Level up. It's Lauren level up time. How often does that happen? Oh, oops, sorry. Spoilers. Spoilers. But yeah, Lauren's probably gonna walk across the screen again real soon. Uh, because Lauren level up time. Spoilers. Hey, you got the kill. Oh, and sorry, congratulations to Spiral too. You guys are neck and neck. um, cool. Yeah, I think like with the hood, it was like a little. It was kind of like a little out of the blue, like that you just had like a hood for all of a sudden for no particular reason. But I think like I think the mystic look, I think it works once it's all together. And like I think now that you have the kilt, I think it's a little clearer like what is going on there. Again, like it's a little it's I think it just will eternally be like slightly mismatched like the the gear between like those transitions, but I don't know. you're kind of like a you're like I don't know, you're kind of like a slightly like not mystical yet, right? Because there's I mean like the hood and the kilt, like there's nothing especially mystical. I don't know. It's like a slightly arcane sort of hunter look, I think. Anyways, I was just I hadn't actually seen the kilt in action before, so I just wanted to see like that the animation was looking okay. I think it's looking okay. I probably could spruce it up a little bit, just like by darkening the shading. I think that might help, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's like at least as good as the regular leg animation. It might need a little work, or it could use probably a little bit of a touch up. But yeah. All right. Anyways. Uh, oh, that's funny. I forgot my little tool panel keeps track of the outcome of events as they're in progress. I wonder if I should put that somewhere on screen. I could write it to a text file, and then I could just. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting and true. I wouldn't even need to add. Huh. They so with like OBS you can like look at a text file on your computer and it'll automatically update. Whenever the text file updates, it'll just automatically update text for OBS. So like if I felt like it, I could well, even if I felt like it, I could put the tally of like results in progress next to the action tags appearing on screen. But if I felt like it, I could also use OBS to do this to accomplish like the same thing, pretty much. Anyway, let's do what? Oh yeah, I was gonna specify something here. Oh yeah, I was gonna be more clear about so yeah, I was just gonna so the event will continue to run until you choose an event type. Just yeah, I don't know. I just want to make it clear that these are like two separate things. I could I could just make these two separate things. So how to start an event and how to finish an event. Bump this up to size 18. Oh, I don't think there's supposed to be that many line breaks. So an event will continue to run. An event will continue to run until you choose an event type. To do this, end a line of chat with the name of the event type surrounded by square braces. For example, mention stirs the supernatural presence decided. Congrats again. Trusty Bard will confirm the conclusion of the event by stating the outcomes for each action, etc., etc. Oh, this. I didn't mean to line break. Or I didn't mean to page break there. I'm just gonna get rid of a line there. There we go. Much better. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so yeah. Oh yeah, error messages. I was working on error messages. I should actually make this a task in case I don't finish it tonight. I'll remember to so GM error messages. Yes. Yeah, so I was thinking I could just change the order of filtering. I could just check for the there is kind of a reason I check for these things in this order and not in another order. Just the logic makes more sense this way. Hmm. Hmm. I can make it so. Oh, I can make it so. Wait, if event on. Oh, yeah. Huh. Hmm. I could what could I do? I can if I want to, I could I could I could I could only interpret these as roles in the case that the the inputs are in fact valid. That would change. I'd have to reorganize a lot of this stuff though. So maybe I should just wait to see if like actually if this actually ever happens to more people. Because if it just never happens again, then like I don't have to worry about it as much. Uh, mm, no, I mean this is easy enough. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like dragging my feet about this. This is easy enough. Like I can change the logic pretty simply. Uh, so let's look for Hark first. Uh, oh, well, I don't know. The thing is though, like the error that oh, well, yeah, no, you know what I could do just to check for that specific case? Like I could just uh I could just filter for that specific case. Because right. I can just say like in this else case I can just say if what's the so if not event on and so if not event on and t split 3 equals Hark. Uh if not event on and t split 3 equals Hark. Uh then we can do this is where we can do like an error message or whatever, and then the else case we'll roll a die. Because like if t split 3 equals Hark, then like that's like a pretty intentional thing, and so I think it's fine to like interrupt for this error case. Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, so uh, but how do yeah? So what is the error message there? Like how do I? What do I say? What does Trusty Bard say in order to basically get the gist across that like don't end with the braces, don't end with the square braces. Uh, Pardon. Because like okay, so the reason I don't want to just initiate the event maybe is because like in that particular case like and with the square braces at the end like that was indicating a an event type. Uh, so I mean I could just do that. I could just like I could just support the case where you specify the event type up front and then the event just runs for duration. Like that was one of the things I had talked about in the past. So I mean that is an option. Uh, yeah, actually. I mean, why not? Yeah, I mean it should be fairly straightforward too, right? It's just like Uh, it's not going to be exactly like this, but it'll be very similar to this. So let's copy this for now. All right, yeah, no, that's fine. This should be indented further. All right, so new event, yes, new event actions, etc., etc. Split, all that's good stuff. So the difference will be that we know the event type, so we can kind of oh, actually, yeah. So yeah, we should be checking more things than just this. We should be checking also if this also, because in the case that it's not even a valid if it's not even a valid event type, then we can probably just like ignore it, I guess. Oh, huh. If it's not a valid event type, though, we can still start the event. We just huh. Yeah. All right. So maybe I should just reorganize a lot of this stuff. Because if it's not a valid event type, we can still start the event, but then we still need a valid event type in order to conclude the event. And we can tell. Huh. Yeah, no, maybe I don't. If it's not a valid event type, I do still want to start the event, I guess. Um, no. Maybe that. Maybe that part's fine. Maybe like just not having Trusty Bard say anything would be enough. Well, I'll worry about that in a minute. Because the other thing, yeah, that we do here is we say cur ev type or new ev type. All this stuff. Oh yeah, no, just this stuff. So new ev actions, etc., etc. New ev live equals true. New ev dot type equals event names, last word, whatever, and then yeah. Oh, or actually, yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Like huh. Wait, hold on. No, wait. There's more that I have to do. And it is what? Um, I have to set. Oh yeah, I have to set like the timer and stuff. Oh no, I don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this. I think I just don't want to do this. um. Yeah, no, I just mind. I changed my mind. So what do I want to do here? um, I just want to ignore the yeah, I just want to ignore the end. Whatever. Yeah. All right. This is not that difficult. I'm making this more difficult than it has to be. So I can just get rid of all of this. Yeah, just get rid of all of this. get rid of the else condition, whatever that I put in there. I'm just going to reorganize this. It's gonna be slightly messy for a second, but I think overall it'll end out cleaner. So right, this hark thing. Let's cut this. And then we can condense this. If not event on and t-split and t-split, etc., etc. I think that's too far indented, right? It doesn't need to be indented quite as much. Yeah. All right. So right. Okay. So this the hark is going to take precedence even before this. So this is now an else if. All right. There we go. And this is not the entire conditional. It's actually if not event on and this. All right. All right. So now in the thing that 0 encountered, it would just initiate the event, and it would ignore the part at the end that indicated the event type. And that's fine enough, I feel like. All right. Save that. All right. So yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. All right, so I think there is at least one other place where I have an error that can occur that I'm not addressing, really. Dice rolling. If your dice roll is malformed, I don't really do anything about it. Yeah, so if wait, wait, no, what do we do if if roll is digit, result is greater than 0. Oh yeah. No, I think we just say, yeah, I think we kind of give an error. We just kind of say like, no, what do we do? Sorry, I gotta check this out. So I'm gonna restart the script real quick. Oh, and I'm gonna cheat, just for testing purposes. Sorry. Just gonna add myself in so that I can restart the script without waiting. Yes. Pardon. Alright, I'm gonna crown myself. Excelsior. And then, so what if I just say like potato? Huh. Trusty bar just ignores me. But if I say like 5, trusty bar, yeah, better luck next time. 2 out of 5. So how does trusty bar know, like, not to dice roll? So the part that eventually gets said is what exactly? It's yeah, say Q. Oh, if result is greater than 0. Yeah. Okay, so I just need to add an else case here. All right, I'll bring down the script so I can bring it back up again. And I'll stop cheating. Actually, I can cheat. I mean, I'm not literally cheating, but I'm just assuming my own presence in the game. Whatever. I won't make myself first, but I will make myself in the game. I'll make Trusty Bard first. Because Trusty Bard is the real hero. Alright, yeah. So, no, actually, in that case, maybe it's fine. Like, Trusty Bard, if you put something weird inside square braces, there's no reason that Trusty Bard has to reply to that. And I fixed the error, like, the error where you, like, where you put in an invalid number, which wasn't really an error, it was just, like, something that I'd prefer to do differently. I do handle that correctly now. So that seems okay, actually, in terms of errors. So yeah, and those might have been, like, the only, like, major oversights. Because the lack is pretty straightforward. Huzzah, I think Huzzah would be pretty straightforward. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't have anything, okay, yeah, no, I'll put this one in. Right, okay. So, the case where you attempt to initiate a passive points, whatever, and then it's just not legit. So, SayQ will just be, SayQ will be, or dot append, SayQ dot append, we'll just say, Trusty Bard will just say, oh, that sounds pleasant, or something. I don't know, basically just, because usually this is where Trusty Bard would say how many players, or how many adventurers, like, this affects. But, like, this is the case where like, it doesn't affect anyone. So I think Trusty Bard will just kind of, like, brush it off a little bit, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? And I'll probably want to change that, but at least there's something in there for now, so it's a little more clear, like, what is going on. All right, so I'm going to switch it over to Facecam because I think I don't know, I've accomplished not everything that I set out to accomplish per se, but I've accomplished, I think, probably about as much as I plan on accomplishing for the time being. So I'm sure you all already know that there's a follow button in the corner, but I'll just point that out in case you had somehow overlooked that fact. And I'm gonna switch my headphones over to my other laptop. So that what I'm doing right now is I'm looking up other game dev streams that are online right now, because I'm about to kick it over in one of those directions. And sorry, just getting distracted, don't mind me. Yes, so yeah, all right, thank you to everyone thank you to everyone for tuning in. I didn't accomplish what I meant to accomplish per se, but I feel good about what we did and the direction that we're going. It's starting to feel like a game, or it's like, I don't know, it's starting to feel a little more robust. It's starting to feel like a slightly bigger project, which is cool. So I won't drag this out. I'll just say thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you for watching. It was lovely to see all of you as ever, and I hope to see you all again in the near future. So have a wonderful whatever time of day it is where you are, and bye. Oops. I'm typing on the wrong computer, which does not help. You're probably seeing way too much of this. There we go. Hopefully that worked. All right.